Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be hauling some new NYX stuff that I found at Ulta. But I wanted to mention first of all that I did kind of do like a first impression. So I was going to try to do like a demo, but like I mentioned, the actual like demo didn't work out. I actually finished putting on all my makeup like around 10 in the morning, and right now it's 2:30, so it's been like 4.5 hours that I've had this makeup on. I did get a little bit oily in this area, and then also on my nose, which usually that's where I tend to get oily. The lips, I'm actually wearing the lipstick, the high voltage lipstick on my lips, which looks pretty well, but for my liking it did fade a little bit, so I'm going to be retouching. Basically I just blotted my skin, and then I also had like a little bit of black gunk in my like the inner of my eyes, which is gross, but yeah, I kind of cleaned that up and I put a little bit more of the shine, well, it's not an eyeshadow, but the product that I put in the inner rim of my eyes, and then I also touched up my lips. So moving on, I'm going to show you guys what I picked up, what I'm talking about, all of the things that I wore today and how I wore it. So let me get into that. So first of all, I picked up the HD Studio Photogenic Primer base. At first I wasn't going to pick this up because it didn't say anywhere on here that it was waterproof. I mean, that it was oil free, which I usually tend to look for in a, like if I'm going to pick up a primer, I want something that's going to be either mattifying or that says that it's oil free, because as it is, I get really oily, and if I don't pick something up like that, it's really pointless to pick up a primer that is not like that, because it's not going to last and it's not going to do its job, because that's not what it's designed to do for my skin. So but after reading, I read the stuff here on the side, and what it says is that it's water based, it's lightweight, it's a universal color, mineral enriched, and formulated without talc and parabens. So I figured since it was water based, that means that it's oil free. Like that, it's actually like a light bluish color. So it's not completely clear or white or anything. It's like a little bit like a bluish color, and maybe I'll do a close-up of it just so you guys could see. But when I put it on my skin, and if you could see there, when I put it on my skin, like I put it all over, and it actually left like a little bit of like a white tint on my face. Like you could tell that I had something on my face. Basically, it wasn't like clear or transparent, it had like a little bit of a color to it. So I think it kind of like, using this and then some of the other products that I wore on my skin, it kind of like lightened my skin, so my makeup looks a little bit lighter than my like neck and stuff. See right there, but you can kind of tell that it's a little bit like, you could see it. I can see it here in the viewfinder, so I think you guys would be able to see that it kind of like, I don't know, like it leaves it white, like you could see it, but it does dry down to like a matte texture. And I remember when I put it on, it was like a little bit tacky at first, and then it kind of dries down. And so the makeup that I used is actually this Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour foundation, because I've been testing this out because I want to do a review for you guys, and so I thought this would be the perfect foundation to try all this stuff out with, because this actually, in my opinion, and I'm not going to give too much away because I am going to be doing a full review, but it's not the best makeup for oily skin. I also picked up this, it's a translucent HD finishing powder, and it does say that it's mineral based, that it softens the appearance of fine lines and pores while reducing shine and mattifying. I think that, yes, this thing does do all of those things, and I think this one was like $10, but I'll be listing all the prices down below if you guys have any questions on how much these things are actually at Ulta. So I do think this does a really good job of like minimizing your pores and kind of giving you like a nice flawless finish and mattifying your skin, because like I used it to mattify again after wearing this makeup for 4 hours, so it did do a good job of that. So on first impressions, I do like this. The only thing is that, like I mentioned, even with the primer and this on top of it, my makeup didn't last. I still did get oily. I picked up 2 eyeliners. So I picked up this first one, which is a gel. It says it's a mousse eyeliner, and it's just the Epic Black color. I wasn't going to pick this up, but I kind of picked it up on a whim because I actually don't tend to gravitate towards gel eyeliners or like this type of eyeliner, just because it's easier for me to, I don't know, I feel like it's an extra step that you have to get a pencil, and then you have to get a brush, and then you have to do all of that stuff instead of just getting like an eyeliner and just putting it on. But this one, I don't know, I just kind of intrigued because it says that it's an innovative, fluffy, lightweight formula packed with the blackest black pigment you've ever experienced. It glides on like butter and dries to a matte waterproof finish. This liner is epic black, and I do agree with all of those things on first impressions. I did wear it on my right eye, and I also picked up their angled eyeliner brush, so it looks like this, and so I use these two things together. I also have it in my waterline, so I have this eyeliner in my waterline, and I must say that I do love these two things together. The eyeliner brush actually works pretty well. I was able to do a pretty good line with it, so I did like this. I just have to get used to using it because it's just a nice formula, so it does glide on like it says, and it is like very matte and very black. Yeah, it has lasted in my waterline for 4.5 hours, which is a big deal for me because whenever I put anything on my waterline, it does not last. Like, I have watery eyes, like even like this left eye right now is already getting watery. I don't know if you guys could see on the outer edge here, it's kind of like it got watery, but my eyeliner is still on there. So this is really good. On first impression, I do like this, and I'm going to keep giving it a try and, you know, using it with a pencil, but I do like this on first impression. And then I also picked up this other matte liquid liner because most of the things that most liquid liners usually tend to stay like shiny. That's a matte liquid liner that lines and defines with expert precision. So this is what I used on my left eye today, which I have tried one of the other NYX eyeliners, and so I was kind of hesitant to pick this one up because the other one that I have, I don't like it. I did have to touch up a little bit because I messed up on my glue of my lashes, but other than that, it did work pretty well, and it is black and it stays matte, like, you know, like you could tell. So I do like this, so on first impressions as well. And I also picked up this it's a micro brow pencil, and I picked it up in the color ash brown, and I was kind of like, this one looks a lot like the Anastasia, the Brow Wiz. I don't have it, but from what I could tell, it's also very thin, so that's kind of what it looks like. It's like a really, really thin pencil, and it has like the product on one side, and then it has like a spoolie on the other side. So I did use both the spoolie and the well, obviously the pencil on my brows today, and I really do like how it came out. At first I didn't like it when I was like putting it on, because like it's so thin that it takes you a little bit longer to put it on. I'm used to using like something that is like, I don't know, 5 times bigger than this. Like, it's a pencil. I've been using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist pencil, which works okay. It's not my favorite, and I'm not gonna be repurchasing it. But this one, I really did like it, and I love I think the color worked out pretty well. I'm actually very pleased with the way that it did my brows, and I think I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like it? I like it. And then I picked up one of their blushes. This is the High Definition blush, and this one is in the color Amber. I had actually picked up another one that was like a cool taupe color that I wanted to use for contouring, but you guys have to be careful with these blushes because I accidentally dropped the other one and it cracked. So, and I wasn't like too far from the floor when I dropped it, because I was kind of like you know, on the bottom, like looking at the other products, and it like broke. So they're kind of very like soft and sensitive, so just be careful with these, because yeah, they could break. And that's the color right there. Really pretty color. I do have it on today. What I will say about this blush is it is kind of powdery. When I first put it on, it's super pigmented, so you kind of have to be careful with it. The reason why it doesn't look like so harsh, because when I first put it on, it was like, whoa, like it was like a lot, because I went kind of heavy-handed with it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be pigmented or not, but yes, it is really pigmented. But what I ended up doing is I kind of like put on the this powder on top, and it kind of like toned down the colors. And then I picked up 2 lip products, and I only picked up 1 shade of each of the lip products because I wanted to try them out before I like go back and pick up more colors. I picked up this high voltage lipstick, and this is in the color Sweet 16. It is what I have on my lips today, and I also swatched it for you guys, so I'll insert the clip of it. But I just to let you guys know that this one, it did last like 4 hours, but it does kind of like the color kind of wears off a little bit, and I didn't eat or I didn't do anything. I just yeah, I just had it on for like 4 hours and that's it. So it doesn't last that well, but I don't think this is marketed to be like long lasting. It's just marketed to be like super pigmented and like intense color. It feels very comfortable on the lips. It's not like it's just comfortable, it glides on. And also to mention, it's not like drying on the lips. It's not like shiny, but it's not drying, and it's not matte, so it's kind of like, I guess, a satin finish. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but yeah, like it doesn't dry out your lips, so I do like that about this. And then the other one that I picked up is the Intense Butter Gloss, which this one is, to me, like if I were to describe it or to give you guys a description, it's like a hybrid between the butter glosses and the intense and the extreme lip creams that they have. So it's kind of like an intense, super saturated with color lip gloss. So that's what this is, and it says drench your lips in extreme color with our signature buttery smooth gloss. But yes, I do like this. It's just, it could get a little bit messy, like you have to be careful because it could get on your teeth, and just because it's so like pigmented and it's like glossy, like you have to be a little bit careful with it. Okay guys, and then I actually saved the best for last. I was super excited when I found this in the store because I just went to Ulta to see if maybe they had the stuff already or not, and I was just like so happy and excited when I saw it because this thing I was really wanting. And what it is this highlight and contour pro palette. It comes with 4 highlight shades and then 4 contour shades. And then also, if you guys could see here, it has like this little indentation here when you can actually pop out the little individual pans. I couldn't do it with my fingers, so I do have to use like tweezers to take it out, but it comes out like this. And then I'm assuming that you'll be able to like replace these with like, say for example, like you really love this color and you end up using it the most and you run out of it, you can repurchase it and pop it back into the palette, which I think is a great idea. The thing that is like not so great about this palette, you know, probably be like the thing that I didn't like about it as much is the price. And it was $30, which is $10 less than the Anastasia palette, which I think it only comes with like 3 highlight colors and then 3 contour colors. So you do get a little bit more in this one. I don't know how this compares in size to the ones from the Anastasia one. I don't know if it's like the same size or smaller, but yeah, this one's only $10 less than that high-end one. And then I also recently picked up the Kat Von D palette, and that one is $45, so it's only like $50 more than this one. So it's a little bit on the pricey side, but you do get a lot of colors here. And then just to mention to you guys that most of these colors are matte. Like these 2 colors are super matte. All of the contour shades are matte when you swatch them and then when you put them on your face. Although this one right here, it has like a little bit of a shimmer, but like you could see it in the pan, but when you actually put it on your face or swatch it, like you cannot tell. It looks matte, but it does have like a slight shimmer to it. So I don't know, I mean, I guess you could describe it as a satin. This one is a satin finish. You can actually see the shimmer to it. It has a little bit of a shimmer. And then this one at the end here, it's like the most shimmery one. So what I did is I actually ended up using this palette for my eyeshadows and also for my highlight and contour. So I used this shade right here, which is the most shimmery one, in my inner corner. So as you can see, it looks shimmery. And then I used this color right here. I used it on my lids, and then I also used it on my brow bone. And then I used this one on my crease, and then I deepened it up with the darkest color. So as you can see on my eyes, it looks a little bit orangey, but like in the palette, it looks oh, well, like this color looks a little bit orangey, but the other colors look pretty brown. So yeah, I don't know, like it looks a little bit orangey. I don't know if it has to do with like my skin tone and all of that. And then I ended up using this same color to kind of like bronze up my face. And then I also used that color in my like right here to contour, and then I used it all around my face to do like the rest of my bronzing. I was a little bit afraid to use the other colors just because they're a little bit darker, and I didn't want to like use the darker colors on my first try. I want to kind of try them out on my own and see how they look first before I, you know, because I didn't want to like go crazy on camera. I used this color like here on my forehead, and then I used it also like underneath here where like I put my concealer. I used it right here in this area. And then I used this shimmery one. Well, it's not shimmery, it's like a satin finish. I used that one like on my nose and then a little bit on my chin. And then I used this one, which is like the most shimmery one. I actually used it on my cheekbones. Now, I will tell you guys that they're soft. They're not like buttery soft, but they are soft, and they are kind of on the powdery side, and they're also a little, like they have fallout, which it doesn't bother me at all. I don't get bothered by products being powdery or you know, like to have fallout, unless it doesn't work on my actual skin or like on my eyes, which these did work really well. They're very pigmented, really nice colors. I mean, I had no issues with them on my face. I didn't have fallout. So I just kind of wanted to share you guys those things because I was so excited that I actually found them in the store, and so that you guys can actually maybe if you're interested in any of this stuff, you can start looking for them in your Ulta, or maybe you already picked them up, I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's all, you guys, and stay tuned because I have some other videos that I wanted to film. I have other stuff that I need to haul, and I also want to start doing like more reviews type videos because I have a lot of new stuff, and haven't been able to review because I've been doing hauls, and I don't know, hauls are just like easier for me to film, so I kind of stick to what's easy. And like I mentioned, I had a hard time doing like a get ready with me or like a tutorial type of video because I'm like, how do you do this? I mean, it's so hard. I think it's hard to do those type of videos, so like kudos to all of you guys. Like any of you guys that do videos yourself and you guys do like tutorials, I don't know how you guys do it because it's like hard. It was hard for me to do it. I couldn't. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like, and as always, please don't forget to like and comment down below, and also subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.